to Careers in the Art Museum. I'm Isabella Custard, an intern at the Meadows Museum, and I'm here today interviewing Robin Linek, the museum's special events manager, about what she does. Thanks for being here, Robin. Can you start by telling us what you do in a nutshell?
Absolutely. I plan and produce all of the museum events, including members' receptions, openings, lenders' dinners. I also create content for the museum. So I manage a program called Culture Corner, which is an educational program about Spanish culture and traditions, and it's a lot of fun to do and takes a lot of time, but I love it. A lot of my job involves research, both for events and content, putting both things together, editing, writing, or writing production schedules, writing content plans. It's all the same skill. We're just using it in a virtual space or in an in-person space.
Great. So, how did you become a special events manager?
So my background's in theater. I have a master's degree in theater, and I was working in New York for many years doing C-suite level executive assistant work. And part of my job was planning and producing events. When I moved back to Texas, I decided to move home in 2014, and I moved home in 2015, and a friend of mine was working here at the museum named David Leggett in the membership office. And he asked me if I would come part-time to help him. I actually, when I relocated, I was planning on becoming a teacher.
Mhm.
And I fell in love with the museum and the work that we were doing at the time. And luckily enough, this position in special events became available, and it fit in so well with my previous skills. I also had lots of nonprofit experience too, working at the Mellon Foundation in New York. So it really was just a perfect fit for me, and the rest is history. I used my theater production background to create these events.
Oh, great. So, can you talk about the importance of these events that you create for the museum's revenue?
Sure. So the events are most of what I produce, not all of it, is a benefit of membership. So you become a member of the museum, and that's a huge percentage of the revenue that we receive is from membership. And so I support that office and by creating these events that are an exciting and engaging benefit. I also support some sort of fundraising goals. We have some events that are for our lenders of artworks and also high level donors. So
Mhm.
that'll be sort of sophisticated dinners and experiences for folks that then it's not super direct. You're not, you don't come to the event necessarily and pay money that we fundraise. We do have galas occasionally, and that is a way that you can be very direct. Your table costs $25,000. The benefit is this event that you're attending, and knowing that the funds that you're giving us are going to expand the mission of the museum.
Mhm.
So sometimes it is direct, but a lot of times we're creating an experience that will be conducive to conversations that donors have with our stakeholders, so with our staff. So it's conversations they'll have with our director or curator about the artwork, and then that'll lead to down the line building relationships so that they can help us to further our mission. And that's financially, it's also advocacy in the community.
So, do you have a favorite memory of an event that you put on?
Favorite memory of an event I put on? Well, it's an old one. Years and years ago, in 2016, I think it was, I did this event. So we have this painting. It's a bayou, and you've probably seen it, Isabella. It's a little girl in a blue dress, and she's holding a donut, what we think of in America as a donut,
Uh-huh.
and a pug dog. And I looked at this painting and I thought, would they? Would they let me have pugs at the Meadows Museum?
Oh my gosh.
I went to Dr. Roglon, the director of the museum, and I said, can I have a pug rescue group come in? And he said, I don't see why not. And we had pugs, and then we had the donuts are actually called rosquilla. And I have a culture corner episode where I break down the rosquillas a little bit further, but it's more like a cookie than what we would think of as a donut. But it looks just like an American old-fashioned donut. So we ordered a ton of donuts, and I had them served on trays beautifully up to museum standards, on towers. It was gorgeous with floral woven in through the donut displays. And it was just magical. It was so much fun.
With the puppies. Ah, that's so cute. I love
Yeah.
that. Thank you so much for joining us today, Robin, and thanks for watching Careers in the Art Museum.
Thanks so much for having me, Isabella.